Aye. Omomura inchuya. Inkyokora. Nakyokora.
Steph, we're here because you just dropped a great body of work, Vikky Secrets.
Yes, sir.
But as I was making my intro some time back, I was talking to my video director and I was asking him what he thinks this Vikky stands for. Is it Victor or is it or is it Victor or is it Victoria? So
no, it's Victoria. It's Victoria. It's actually short for Victoria's Secrets. Secrets is actually it's short for Victoria's Secrets, like the lingerie brand. And I feel like the music itself, it's been like the textures in the music, like everything joins together. It's like a one piece, right? It's like a one piece of a lingerie, right? And it's very beautiful and it's very attractive. But with any lingerie at any point, like atokiona demi yako, like when she has that lingerie on, it's not so much the lingerie that's actually attracting you than what's underneath the lingerie itself. So even though the album itself is like, it has the best sounds and it has the best everything, it's the content, it's the material underneath. And there's a lot of flaws that get exposed. There are a lot of things that, like, you see the beauty and you get to see also mali vitu haziko sawa sana.
Okay. Speaking of the contents of the album, man, this album, kwanza, ini album na wajanja by the way. Ini album unasikiza na hapad because you've delved so much into love, women,
right,
relationships and all
right,
that.
Right.
What informed musician?
Life, bro. Life. I mean, like, I always write from not just a relatable point of view, but things I go through myself. Like, nothing on the album is untrue necessarily. Even if it's not my story, it's still a story of, like, that I'm attached to, close to. So everything, and it's a love story from the very beginning. Like, this is an actual couple. This is an actual couple going through different phases of their relationship, and that's why, like, even the textures, like when you get towards like track number 7, track number whatever, it's slowing down because the relationship itself is slowing down. So everything is very deliberate, everything is very thematic, I think.
Yeah. Big up the production team of this album.
Bless up, yeah.
Everything from the beat making process to the mixing to the mastering, it's just dope from track 1. After track 1, Pamoja. Pamoja starts slow,
just keys.
Slow up, like, what's the production team behind this album?
It's a huge team. First of all, shout out to Pamoja. When you're talking about Pamoja, you're talking about Kaxi. Kaxi, he's actually in Malawi. Yeah, he's actually in Malawi. He's the one who produced track number 1 and track number 9. Shout out to everybody. Let me just mention all of them, because honestly, like, none of this could have happened without them. Kaxi, of course, Jero, Festus, Gigs, Nini, Nelson, Cryptic, I mean, Al Capol. Like, shout out to you guys. God bless you guys so much, because this album wouldn't be out today if it wasn't for those guys. And then Ivan Odin, Akina J Strings, and all of them just putting Nini, and the musicality, even Akina Tugi, Akina Mutoria, Haman. I mean, this album is truly a collaboration of just great musicians, bro.
One thing that we have to agree is that you're a great lyricist.
Thank you.
And muziki imeenda shule hapa kutoka kwa maandishi nini, kila kitu iko sawa. So speaking of the voice, man. I don't know, you have like 2 voices, 3 voices or something, because kuna point maze ukupele kwa R&B. Right. Relax, and by the way, it's auto-tune. It's
kidogo.
Because I was watching your performance on Homeboys when you were launching the album with Homeboys TV the other day, and I realized that, okay, it's not auto-tune. Like,
no, bro, I can sing. I've been singing since I was like 7, 8 years old, I think. But for me napendanga ngoma ndo itoe karakta ile utakuwa nao ndani ya hiyo ngoma. Like, I never like to approach songs from me am a rapper or me am a singer or this one I'm gonna sing or this one I'm gonna, like, whatever the track speaks to me, whatever that vibe is, hiyo ndo vibe ndaenda nayo. And once nikiingia ndani, it's a rap.
So, which side do you feel more? Do you feel Steph the singer or Steph the rapper?
They're equal. They're equal, bro. Siezi chagua. I started out as a singer. Until like it was like maybe 2010. That's the first time I was like, okay, let me see this rapping thing. But no, I started out as a singer, and honestly, like what I do is I sing my bars.
When you're coming up with this album, you know.
Right.
What's that one thing you wanted your fans to get out of it?
At first, I really wanted to introduce, since it's my debut album, I wanted to introduce my sound. I wanted people to know that, like, yeah, mtasikia nikiroga, but expect more, you know, this type of vibe, because that's who I am. Neza kuja game nikwe, like I've already proved, like nisha prove neza roga, like there's no question I can rap. But what's my contribution in the game? You know, like what am I going to leave different in the game than everybody else? I can easily be one of the best rappers, you know, like among a list, or I can switch to my own lane and do my own thing. But of course hip hop is a part of me. It'll always be a part of me, so expect to hear me rapping like on a bunch of records or whatever. But I just wanted people to know like what Steph does different from what everybody else does.
Okay, so how do you describe your music style as Steph Kapela?
I don't think inadzina. I think mi ndo upatia mziki style yangu. I don't think style yangu ina jina. So kitu yote utaniletea, hata ukiniletea trap, unilete hip hop, unilete R&B, unilete nini. Once you hear my voice on it, you'll know that's Steph. And I think that's just it. Like I don't have a name for it. It's not a genre, right? It's a mixture of genres. So it just has to be like, yo ni style ya Steph. Sijui utaitaje.
Yeah, so before Vikky Secrets, you gave us, you know, your EP, man.
Yep, Free Steph.
Free Steph Kapela. Another dope body of work, you know, where you're just trying to express yourself.
Right.
Through freestyle and all that.
Right.
Na kwa hiyo EP kuna ngoma moja ili stand out sana. Exposure.
Yeah, Exposure did well. Exposure was a tight track. Shout out to Jero again. Like me, I work with the same folks. Like if we do good, like do a good job, tufanye kitu ingine. Shout out to Jero. Jero is also the one who produced Exposure, and like maybe 3 tracks from your EP. And Exposure was just, man, we were just flexing, bro. We were flexing. Exposure was actually supposed to be like on a separate project, but we decided, I mean, it's good, but we have better stuff. So let's just chuck this one out and see how it does. And it did well. It did very well. Shout out to Akina Boniface for the video. I think having that lyric video the way it was, shout out to Akina Ivan. Without that lyric video being the way it was, I don't think it would have been like had such the impact.
Hii album yako, my best song, in fact, tumepana nikicheza hapa is Ambassador.
Yeah.
Because I love dancehall, I love that, and it has that dancehall vibe in it.
Yep, very true.
Ambassador, dope, you know, Taste, you know, the first single you dropped from the album. But just tell me something about Taste, because ngoma, apparently mademu wengi wanaipenda sana. Taste kwa jani ya album, apologies. Kwa jani ya album, by the time tunafika Taste they've already like had their argument. Unajua, okay, when it's pamoja, these guys are just together, they love, everything is perfect, you know, he's singing sweet nothings. But the time tunafika Marangapi, they're kind of having like a mild argument. If you listen, Marangapi nimekosa, Marangapi nimekutu, unajua, like it's like a mild argument. By the time they get to Waste No Love, now it's blowing up. It's like mi ni ule mbaya, mi unijui, you know. So after Waste No Love, now is when now it's like, now you know what, I'm out. I'm gonna see what's up out there. And that's why he's like, yo, give me a taste. He's found that new girl. He wants that taste. He wants a taste of something different now. So yeah, man. So this is basically a story.
It's a love story.
Love gone sour or something.
Very true. Like if you could take like if you are a stalker, not that anyone should be a stalker, but if you are a stalker and you had like a pair of binoculars and you could just come in at every once in a moment and just peer into somebody's relationship and see what they're going through. Like the songs are describing those moments. It's not like a storyline which imeshikanishwa ni kama movie, but it's like moments within that relationship as it deteriorates.
Do you compare Vikky Secrets to, freestyle?
They're just different. I mean, they're just different. They're not necessarily okay, in terms of nikisema Vikky Secrets has more music, it has like a little bit more, I'd say, attention to it, but at the end of the day, I've never written a single song that nimetoa nikasema hii song si feel like every song at least ile nilikuwa naiandika nilikuwa naifeel hiyo saa unajua, so kama nilikuwa naifeel I trust that feeling that I had when I wrote the song, so I put it out. So as far as the EP and Vikky, they're just different bodies of work, but they're not, hakuna ile better kushinda ingine. They're just different.
Alafu maze, you and freestyles, bro.
Yeah,
I was
man.
watching your freestyles on HBR Trap Lab. And then there's this freestyle you did for Burna Boys.
On the low, yeah.
Like
Haikuwa tamu sana. Napenda hiyo ngoma.
But when you freestyle, these lyrics, when the words come out of your mouth, ni vitu waziko install ready ama ni vitu na come up nayo sahi?
Oh no, I'm a freestyler, but I am not off the top freestyler, my friend. Kuna difference kubwa. Kuna difference kubwa. Can I do some things off the top? Yeah, a little bit. But am I like a great off the top freestyler? Nah, bro. I write my stuff down.
Okay.
I write my music down. I've always, like I said, I have the pen. So me kalamu ndo yangu bwana.
Through your SoundCloud peer, and I realized that you have tracks uploaded from like 8 years ago.
Yeah, back in the busy.
8 years ago.
Yeah, man.
Meaning that you started doing this thing kitambo.
Umeona hiyo progress, umeona vile tulianza ngoma za kitambo ni mbaya.
I have them down. There's fungua macho.
Fungua mlango.
Fungua mlango, not there's fungua mlango, then there's tausi. Like basically, then kitufani maze nikiclick account yake ya SoundCloud. I came to realize that we have very many Kenyan rappers. They're not mainstream as such, but they're out there doing their thing on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
And some of them are doing good numbers, not just on SoundCloud, but also on YouTube and all that.
Very true.
Like, what do you have to make of this?
I mean, I was one of them for the longest, and I still consider myself one of them. So, I mean, chapa tu job. Unajua chapa tu job. Like SoundCloud is how like my music career even in Kenya started again. Because basically when nilitoka majuu nikaland nilikuwa Instagram just looking for just scrolling whatever, then I ran into this like beat like from Atwal, and I was like, oh man, this is really 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 dope. And then now when I went to play it like on SoundCloud, that's when I started discovering that there are so many different artists, man. Like Nairobi is so much bigger than like people even can imagine. So I mean, yeah, SoundCloud is a dope avenue. It's a dope avenue, especially for these guys on the come up. Unajua wanatafutana hapo hivyo wanapatana hapo. So chendelea kuchapa job. Chapa job, at Audio Mark, chapa to job. Like, believe me, you'll grow with your fan base. You'll grow with them.
How's life in the States? But then, did you produce any music in the States?
Many. Fungua Mlango, Izoto Fungua Mlango, Tausi, Stars, Promise, Nini. A whole bunch of music was made in it. Like, I started doing music in Stato. Shout out to Dubai Mamba. He's the guy who really got me into music. Before that, I had recorded one song in Kenya right before I left. That song is horrible. Like it's yani ile unajua tu ile ningesikia mtu angenichezea hiyo ngoma niambie this is an artist, ningekwambia umsaizi like, so I'd kinda niko naona nikaa labda muziki si yangu unajua. So then fast forward niko majuu, I meet Dubai has seen me, like I did TPF ya kwanza. So Dubai had seen me on there and it was like, yo bro, nakujua, nimekuona unaweza imba, let's go do a track. And when we did DJ Anthem with him, that was the first track we did. I was like, oh wait a minute, so mix ndo ilikuwa mbaya, si mimi. Ilikuwa mix ndo ilikuwa mbaya. So transition nikasema let's tujaribu tena mara ya pili tuone kama itawaka. And that's when we did Fungua Mlango. And after Fungua Mlango, bro, I've been sold. I've done over, I did over 50, maybe even 100 plus tracks which I actually released back in those days.
Do you feel like you there yet?
Nah, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Bado mbali. Like where I actually want to be with this thing, like how I actually want to do this thing, bro. Hata sijaonja. I'm grateful for all the success we've been able to have so far. I'm very grateful for the team that I have, like the people who are willing to work with me na mahali tumefika. But bali tunaenda, bro, hapo ndo mambo yote.
So, what do you make of the Kenyan hip hop scene at the moment?
It's it's growing. It's growing. It's much better than it was maybe a matter a couple of years ago. Even 5 years ago, it's grown because Kenyan music has this waves thing. There was like time yakina, and I was just watching my interview YouTube. Times yakina no nini ogopa nini whatever, like it was really hot, it was burning, unajua, and then hiyo ikaenda ikapotea. Then akina Camp Mula came again, and then it was up, then it was so proud, and then it went down again. Then now Sando akina Okto akarudi tena akina Kaka na nani sawa, and now they've been taking it up, and now we are kind of enjoying the fruits of their labor during that time. So I think it's been a sustained growth for a while. If we keep going like this, and then thank God for social media and everything, like the more social media and just media in general expand, the more avenues we have to showcase ourselves. So it's growing. Napenda the fact that Gengetoni ilirudisha the focus back to Kenyan music, even though watu wako na issue na Gengetoni yenyewe ni sawa, but at least now you're back to looking at what's out for Kenyans.
Did you sing on a Gengeton beat?
Oh yeah.
Or do you collab with a Gengeton act?
Bro, mi nishasema mi sinanga style ni ile mi ndo ndapatia ngoma. Mi sina style. I can do anything. Bora ukisikia sauti yangu on a track utajua ni Steph.
Tell fans who are watching right now, 3 rappers to listen to apart from you.
Like in general, wale upcoming ama tu in general too.
Achana kina Khalid hapa, achana kina Okto. Au ma underground rappers.
Man. Okay, there's this dude, I don't remember his name, but he works with Kilihipi. Like I had him on Kelele sessions, like Kilihipi brought that dude, and that dude could rap. I forget his name. Look up Kilihipi. Mkishapata Kilihipi ata-organize, ata-hook up na unse. High Renaissance is also like amazing. That boy can rap. Ssaru can rap. Diana Chords can rap. Mandy can rap. Monski can rap. Steph the rapper can rap. I mean, watu wako wengi. The streets are bubbling.
Time ulikuwa majuu with all this racism.
I mean, of course.
Did you ever experience racism in America?
Yeah, bro. Like unajua, the funny thing is like there's a certain level of detachment for African CC versus African Americans. Unajua, African Americans, they've grown in this environment since they were kids. This is all they've known, right? For us guys, we are coming to a place. When I was a kid, when I was growing up, wazungu hawakuwa wengi hivyo, unaona. So like every time we'd see like a white person or whatever, it would be like a situation. It'd be like, hey, jamaa mtalii huyu, unajua, like labda kuna watu wanataka kumbeba kitu, unajua, like so. By the time nafika state 2, like for me, interacting with white people wasn't like an everyday thing for me. So by the time like a guy is being racist to you, you don't even know they're being racist to you at first. Guys have marched, guys have knelt, guys have like rioted, guys have done all kinds of different things, and none of it is seeming to change the fabric of racism, right? You need your own. We need those guys to come back and rebuild Africa. We need those guys to come back and like own part of their birthright. And it is their birthright. You see what I'm saying? So hapa Kenya, na Africa in general and everywhere, we need just to start paying attention to ourselves and our own things. I'm not saying msipende wazungu. I'm not saying msiati like we become like segregated. I'm not talking about segregation. I'm simply saying like empower yourselves financially, mentally, economically, everywhere.
Maza na corona, survive aje? Like survive aje? Kuna pesa?
Mimi sina pesa. In fact, you can donate M-Pesa till number ni
Yo 100 million.
Ndio till number hapo chini, ndio till number nimeweka hapo chini natumia baadaye. Donate.
Hiyo pesa president ukupata?
Gani hiyo?
Si Uhuru alisema amewapea 100 million. Ukupata hiyo ndio.
Ile 2K. Wale wanapenda muziki zetu, wale wanatusupport, maze keep watching our content, keep streaming our content kwa sababu that's the only way us guys will remain relevant. Now the few opportunities that are available to still make money, we'll get them. The only way we'll get them is if you guys keep supporting, keep sharing, commenting. Yeah, man, keep supporting your people.
And like just talk to your fans, man, give them a message of hope and all that.
Which camera? This one. Like everyone is going through this stuff. Everyone, like life has really changed in 2020. Mimi nakwambia 2020 I had plans. I had major plans and I still do. But sometimes you have to remind yourself and life has to remind you that you're not in complete control. What you can do is what you can do. So do the best you can. But after that, achia Mungu. For me, I've taught myself to start separating the results from the efforts. So like I'm learning to enjoy the journey. I'm learning to apply myself and actually enjoy my efforts and the journey instead of kanikifika huko kwaje. Because many are the times that I think I want something so bad, by the time I get it, the feeling I have is completely opposite of what I thought I'd feel. So stay in it, stay strong. Itaisha.